we go. I'm about a week late to the party, but here we are. With good old Ace Combat not Ace Combat 07. I still have 04 stuck in my head. Ace Combat 7. Alright, let's see. I gotta get this up. We should go to, say, desktop files. Where do I have this stored? Oh yeah, my throat's being particularly awful tonight, just so everybody knows. I might get some water before I actually start the stream too far. File history. No. Projects. Overlay. OBS. Scar animations. There we go. Let's get that running so we can bloop. Now here's the question. Are we able to do that while we're in the game? Yes, we are. Okay. Those do work while I'm in game. Thank God. And I am using a remote because something tells me that trying to play, and I am playing with expert controls because I like my aircraft to feel like aircraft. And but something straight up tells me that playing with GTA 5 taught me this, that flying something on a keyboard does not usually handle that well. And while I do have I do think Ace Combat would have much better standards, I still think I'm gonna feel better playing with a remote, especially with how I did Ace Combat 04 and how I've always played Ace Combat games. It should be fun. And this game better be good because I had to uninstall Fallout 4 for this. Needed space. You know, this is incredibly smaller of a game, if I remember right. So if I click over here, there we go. I'm gonna go get some water real quick before I get into the game. Okay, that's so much better. Hopefully, I'm not half expecting anybody to turn in the stream. Part of this is just because I don't want to start having to like edit Let's Plays or whatever, and I kind of just live stream them and archive them, so they kind of act as episodes and people don't watch them the first time around. That's just kind of how I'm doing things, so even if nobody shows up, I don't really care. To be fair, for me, it is currently... Hey Cortana! What time is it?
It's 1:46 a.m.
It is 1:46 a.m. You heard it from Cortana, guys. Not from me, you heard it from her. So it's pretty late, but it's not too bad. My best friend, Lucario hat, and she absolutely loved it. Okay. So, going in, I don't know anything about this game. Although I know you guys didn't get to see it, but that's because I had to open it up, go to options, go to windowed mode, drag it over to my second monitor, so I didn't have some funky resolution going on. And whatever, but the opening in this menu looks so cool. I honestly love this. Like, so far, this game is already a huge improvement visually. And I have seen the trailer, but I know nothing else about this game. I've been purposely avoiding everything. And yeah, I do want to start with options. Flight system. Expert. Reduced. I think I can leave that off. Controls, not really gonna mess with those. Keyboard, mouse, flight stick. I feel like to play this game with a flight stick. Display. HUD on. Meters or feet / knots. Ooh. Radio subtitles, cutscene subtitles, brightness. I'm gonna turn off my lights because I feel like a boy. I think that's okay. Graphics is where I really want to go. Desync on. Frame rate limit. No restrictions. And I don't know if Steam's showing it or not. The main menu I was getting like 500 frames though. I don't expect that to carry over into gameplay. Bloom on, motion blur. Oops. Motion blur I want on. Advanced settings. Middle. Scaling. I set it on high. My computer might not be able to handle it, but if not, we can always come back and fix it. Might as well give it a shot, though. This is why we're here, though, the campaign. And the difficulty cannot be changed partway through. I am a kind of a veteran of the series, so I think I'm going to play with normal. I don't want to be raging and dying over and over and over again.
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot.
Not going to talk during cutscenes.
When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the ocean air defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills, and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up. Then I saw OCS fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Aruja.
Crap. You should have been wearing a vest with you, you piece of junk. Should have built a return too.
Oh god. Mission 1, charge assault.
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usea as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Usian ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Grays Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie.
Oh gosh. Okay then. I do have a few things I want to talk about, but given the hectic and urgent nature of where we seem to be right now, I'm gonna wait and just hop right in. Many things to talk about. Just don't have time yet. Or maybe I do. Okay, trying not to weird everything out. Aircraft tree. It's a tree? Alright. I do love how this already seems to really be... We're in Aruja again, which I know Ace Combat 04 was, and I'm being honest, it's the only other Ace Combat game I've played so far. Although I have watched some playthroughs of the others. And yeah, it's cool being back here. Oh, and I remember seeing Stonehenge in the trailer. Oh my god. that made my jaw drop. But cutscene wise, I noticed some of the new ones. Like I knew the 5th one for sure had was like completely CGI, which was cool, but in this one it kind of almost seems like they're mixing it with Ace Combat 04's design, where it had like the still images and the voiceover, which to me felt kind of powerful, at least in that game. And it's very interesting how they're kind of mixing it for this one. And graphically, this game is beautiful. It's not the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, but it is damn beautiful. And settings are on high, and assuming those cutscenes were in engine, then I don't have to worry about my computer not being able to run high settings, so this should be good. Avril rescued from an aircraft graveyard that spent 8 years restoring the hope of riding her drag racer into the deepest blue sky. It's not equipped with any weapon, so it can only be used in free flight mode. Oh, there's a free flight mode, are you serious? Yes. It lets you carry base now with an interceptor. Assuming I want to use this one. Oh. Oh, that's sick. Camera tracking. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Alphabetical order. Air-to-air missiles that can look up onto 4 targets. Sortie. sortie using the current setup? I'm assuming sortie was, I don't know much about aircraft. Sortie is probably like flight or whatever. Sortie.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Wait, do I get to fly out of? Oh, that'd be so cool if I got to fly out of the hangar. Whatever. We're in Arusia though. This is so cool, and we're starting on the south side, not the north side. This should be interesting.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron.
So I am Trigger.
Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back.
Oh, I'm Mage 2.
Mage 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you.
So that's the
Control. Do me a favor and get
Cluster.
that bird in the air ASAP.
Hear that? Column Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1. Mage 2, altitude restrictions.
okay. Yeah, so it
lifted.
is
Good luck.
like, so it is almost like controls.
Whoa, looks like the
That
harbor's
changes
taking
the
a lot of
map.
damage.
Can't have any more
Weapons.
casualties. Time to stop the bullshit.
That's missiles.
Mage 2,
Guns.
form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
How do I change the perspective? There we go.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper.
AWACS.
Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Hey,
Welcome.
far away.
Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with
Oh
me
my
now.
god, these
That's
maps
what
are
it means to be
huge.
in an element.
Fly with
You
you.
gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers.
Fly with you. Oh my god. Coding overload.
Okay, here we go.
Here
Looks
we
like
go.
bombers have been located. It's showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the spotlight. You're a good pilot, or so I told them. I had to fill an empty spot, so play along. It's still a leash, though.
Already digging the music. Close do I have to get? Probably same as before.
Page
No.
2, missile launch. Missile connected.
Oh, these controls are kind of weird.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
Those water looks so good. Call it photorealistic. I don't think they're wrong. Bullets look kind of cheesy. Where the hell am I? Oh crap. Let's not keep my eyes on the game, on the right monitor.
They're way overhead. Let's go introduce ourselves.
Harbor fuel storage is intact. Just asking for another round. All escorts form up for another attack. Point is 835.
I don't want to change the thruster and whatever the other controls are called.
Watch out for the support aircraft.
That's a miss. On target 6.
Mage 2, missile away. Enemy support eliminated. This should make the job easier. Destroy the target. Page 2, walking.
Yes, they kept that. Oh. Oh, that is so cool. Oh my god, yes.
Mage
They really
2,
ran with
targets in
that.
range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's showing some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet.
Oh, I have now, huh? That's the Ulysses crater. If I'm not mistaken, that's the Ulysses crater right there.
Missile away.
That's it. It's great when it's simple.
Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back in base if you can make it in one piece. Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits. Got you now.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Oh, there, Trigger. Settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Mage 2, walking. Golem, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
Oh, I love the new animations.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Also, really like the new map.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass. UAVs.
Is that the Ulysses crater? Because it kind of looks like it. Ulysses crater. That's the asteroid that fell in the Ace Combat series. Planet.
No remaining special weaponry. Missile did not connect.
In position behind bandit.
It, thanks. I didn't know that. Jesus. Not used to the controls being this way. Especially after having just played Ace Combat 04. Can I like... There we go, that's so much better. Thankfully that was an option.
Fox 2.
Fox 2, oh boy.
Fox 2. Fox 2.
Friendly fire much? Come on. How about I go after the... Oh, I am going after the extra guys. I was like, how about I go after the targets?
Ammunition 0.
Oh shit, they're getting close.
Fox 2. Fox 2.
And my allies actually do things.
Other facilities carrier destroyed. I call that mission accomplished. We've still got half our baggage. 15 of our hangars and runways.
I do realize I was kind of dilly-dallying and...
Golem 1 is hit.
Mage 2
hit by a missile.
These guys.
One remaining.
That is
H2,
so
keep your
cool
focus.
to watch.
You got this. Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between
I
life
love
and
that.
death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
Space elevator. Remember hearing about that?
To Gollum and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Mission accomplished.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make
Did he
it
just
back
fly
in one
through me?
piece here.
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Column Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Column 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
I am Princess Rosa Cosette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia.
Caution. Pull up.
Citizens of Erusia.
Is there still a replay? Yes.
Your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear takeoff.
That's just...
It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Hear that? Column Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1. Mage 2, altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
Carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taking a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit.
When I can move around.
Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Column 4, understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts.
Cockpit.
They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Go.
So I can rewind. Or no, that's slow-mo. Oh, I can slow-mo. So we can turn off the sound, some things, and radio independently. That's cool. And there's a little timer at the bottom that's also helpful. I do kind of want to just see how the kills look.
It's still a leash.
Launch. Missile connected. Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job.
Oh, that's so cool.
Not bad, Mage. See if you can locate the enemy.
Oh, that was so cool. Typhoon aim multi. Oh. Achievement unlocked, yay.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. we have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
I do appreciate what they've done here. MRP 52K. Don't imagine that's actually going to be too much. The aircraft tree has been unlocked in campaign mode. You can now equip upgrade parts in campaign mode. Oh, I'm already loving this game. It looks great. It handles a little weird. Mostly that was me just having to I just call it, not called banking, whatever it is, where you like drift side to side. That took me a little bit. It feels a little bit weirder in this one, a little bit more slippery. And mostly because the bumpers and triggers compared to Ace Combat 4 were completely swapped, but I figured out how to change that. So, and looking at this, I do appreciate that they've kind of kept the same structure and not completely tried to change what worked. This definitely does still feel like an Ace Combat game.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Yusia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Yusia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Yusian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
Oh man.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Yusia was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit.
Ulysses.
Hard.
The Ulysses asteroid.
Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Yusians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Yusia, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Ocean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
Princess Rosa Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Today, Ocean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Usian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Oh boy. Mission 2, charge of the enemy.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Usian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Usia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, Fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
This is so damn cool. I always did love these games because the cutscenes always told like civilian life and war. It was always interesting. Oh, what the hell is this thing? Assuming these are free flight ones. Oh my god, there's so many planes. Is this necessary? It looks cool, but and I might like it once I get more used to it, but so far I'm thinking I'm liking the other one more. Enhances aircraft acceleration. I think it would be a good idea just to save up right now. See where things go. It's like parts. Alright then. Sortie.
Mage Squadron, sortie, ASAP.
I can't believe we're already going after the space elevator.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry.
Oh, that motion blur.
Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory. In Ace Combat 04, that's how the main character, or not the main character, but that's how the child's parents died. Because L-13 shot down a plane that landed, that crashed into his parents' house. We really have to even talk about how good this game looks.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Get the radar vehicle out of there!
Mage 2, locked.
We don't have any anti-air weaponry in place yet. We can't put up a decent fight.
Popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
It's narrator. We're being attacked by enemy aircraft. We're using the containers now.
meant for tactical flexibility.
Oh crap.
The enemy's barely resisting. This is easy money, so grab it while you can.
The anti-air vehicle's been destroyed. I'm going for the radar car.
They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there. Protect the radar vehicle.
Missile away.
Oh, that is nasty. I love the explosions in this game.
Locked. Page 2, target destroyed.
Permission to move the vehicle. We can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now.
Oh.
Page 2, bombs away. Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
We'll come. Here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars.
We've got those course.
Do you like the new bombing system?
Behind target and ready to attack.
Not today, child.
All aircraft. Residential area is below you.
They took a bite out of me. Breaking.
He's mine. He's not getting away.
Missile inbound. Breaking. Breaking. Bandit acquired.
Check your safe.
That radar was just about to go online.
Page 2, walking.
I'm cornered.
2 targets remaining.
Box 2. That radar was just about to go online. Push the plane towards you now. Stay too far from Allied territory.
Some of these damn aircraft out of the sky.
Enemy missile inbound. Evading. Missile crossing. Break. Bandit sighted.
Bandit, on your 6.
The
That's
clouds
2.
don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
That's a cool mechanic.
Put your 6. Bandit. Evading enemy missile. I've got the numbers and the strike. Fox 2, Fox 2.
I see him. Shit. Woo! Let's slow down a bit.
The enemy's traveled a long way, so they're trying to end this quickly.
Missile evaded. Page 2, box 2.
Sights. Missed.
Bombs away.
Column 2, you can't go after every target. On his trigger, there's one more to go.
Enemy missile cruising. Breaking.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work. Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
Missile evading.
No, they're not linked to the radar vehicles. Launch manually. Redo the setup. Here's some feedback for merchants. Write your manuals in a language we can understand. Right, so you want us to take down the enemy without damaging any public facilities? That's gonna be a circus.
Mage 2, they have a lock on you.
Missile coming. Break.
Missile connected.
Lockdown hostile.
Breaking.
Missed.
Five targets remaining. All right, this base is worth destroying. 4 targets remaining.
Thread the radar network.
Fox 2.
Enemy transport destroyed. There's more.
3 targets remaining.
Are you telling me we can't even avenge our fallen?
boy. Here we go.
What happened? Status report.
Multiple bogies on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're clear to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones.
Missile.
Well
Oh,
spotted,
crap.
Cloud. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Column 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs.
High G turn.
Bandits are drones.
That's autopilot. Okay, that's how you do autopilot.
Destroy all enemy fighters and get out.
It doesn't matter. He's saying the war can change in an instant. Get over it. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning.
Oh shit. The boy's gonna run out of missiles.
Careful, the enemy has a lock. Phase 2, locking.
Don't try to read their movements.
Missile.
Missile launched.
Missile. Missile.
Locked. It's chow time. Fox 2, Fox 2.
Shit! I got an enemy in front of me and behind me. Crap! The aircraft is icing up. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds. The ice will melt.
Fox 2! Fox 2!
Missed. Feels like I'm riding a roller coaster up here.
Missile.
Mage 2! There's a missile after you!
Phase 2, locking.
Bandit is in my sights.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Enemies locked on.
Missile. Missile.
Missiles deployed.
Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah. Column Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to
Column
go.
Squadron, surround them.
I'm in his blind spot. He's mine.
Fox 2.
Ammunition 0.
Bandits are in the clouds.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
On his tail.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Come on. Missiles restock them.
Fox 2.
I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
Did they get rid of that and just missiles?
You're doing good. Just 2 more.
I guess missiles just regenerate or something then? Or did they just not use them? They should run the base.
One to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
On his tail.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
So, drones don't get the G-force, huh?
Phase 2, you've iced up.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed.
Oh man.
The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target.
Whew. I'm liking this so far. I don't know if it's beating out Ace Combat 04 yet, but I'm liking it.
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours.
Next mission. Alright, probably cutscene time, so I shush. Not yet? Okay. Two-pronged strategy.
The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier, Kestrel 2, was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel 2 is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Gray's Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Osean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
I think I'm gonna save it for this one right here. Just one more mission. Sortie.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
Oh boy, here we go. Take down the bandits.
Refueling initiated. Maintain your current position. 100.
An aerial refuel. An aerial refuel. That's a thing?
Excellent work, Trigger.
Oh, that's cool. Sun tells me that's not how stuff actually works, but that is cool. It'd be a lot nicer than him to rush back to base.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other base's squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to Gollum 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we can wet wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to him like glue. Don't let him out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins.
Enemy reinforcements. I don't like these odds. Evading!
Wrong ones.
Enemy on my tail. I can't shake you. Enemy shut down. Getting out of lock. Breaking. Grab push. Bailing out. Under radar lock. Attacking from behind my target. Enemy behind you. Take. Column 3. Box 2. They evade. Continuing attack. This is bad. I'm hit. I lost control. Careful. There's a real demon in there.
If you can't evade a missile, use chaff and flares. Your fingers should still move, even if you're in a 9G turn.
Chaff and flares, how do you use that?
Friendly lost.
4 remaining.
We're getting our ass kicked. Reinforcements. They got me.
3 remaining.
Eject. We got this. We can't recover. We need reinforcements now.
Where'd he go?
Bandit has a lock. Gargoyle squadron, take them down.
Miss. That's a miss. Mage 2, locked.
Looks like they weren't ready for a fight.
Okay, lock acquired. Fire it. Break, break.
Once the enemy gets behind me, that's your chance to take him out.
Through the clouds.
Roger that.
Nice kill.
1 remaining.
1 remaining. Here we go.
This one's mine.
Yeah, no. Sorry, clown.
You're low on special weaponry. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
I haven't even broken a sweat.
They have to be crazy to pick a fight with us. A rabid dog would know better.
Missile incoming! Evade! Break! Break!
What the hell?
Caution! Missile!
Caution! Large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft, stay alert.
What the hell? What? What? The hell is that thing? And, oh, those are drones. I almost thought those were bombs. Oh, Lord.
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the Arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock.
Skykeeper, this is Chelsea 1. Who about that lock?
Dodging everything I throw
Just
at him.
waiting for mission command.
Break! Now!
change in game plan. Destroy the arsenal bird.
Arsenal bird over.
That thing? God help us. You talking about just keeping up with the drones.
What the?
Gold Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
Split up. Find your own target. Look at that light from the arsenal bird. What's going on here?
Watch out. The enemy has a lock on you.
Missile headed for friendly.
Right overhead. Those one. Commander. We got me.
Behind the enemy.
Damn. Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Gargoyle Squadron, this is Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron needs help. The hell are we supposed to do?
Status?
Verify the situation.
I can't get a lock.
Column 2, missile, evade!
Evading!
Missile.
This is column 3, column 2's hit. Status report.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Shit, column 2, do you copy?
This is Golem 2. Instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
These things just don't
Skeleton 3, break.
just try to
We lost another friendly.
Skeleton 3's lost.
Just keep coming. What's the plan?
Missile.
Where's that report?
Missile.
Continue to maintain air superiority.
HQ, what's happening?
Skykeeper, I repeat, maintain air superiority.
How'd that happen?
What the hell? Caution. All aircraft, stay alert.
Get out of there.
Breaking! Stage 2 is down.
Did I just blow myself up? Ah, damn it. Did I get a checkpoint? Okay. Yes, I did.
UAV's closing.
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock.
Skykeeper, this is Skeleton 1. What do we do about that monster?
Missile.
Break, now!
Missile.
We're just waiting for mission command.
Well, let's just go right for it this time.
We'll live through this, Trigger.
Watch out, we're surrounded.
These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
Missile.
Damn, they're agile. There's too many of them.
These guys look too easy.
Missile.
I can't get a read on these bandits. They're dodging everything I throw at them.
All aircraft, no change in game plan.
So many missiles.
Destroy the arsenal bird.
That thing? God help us. You're talking about just keeping up with the drones.
Golem Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
Look at that light from the arsenal bird. What's going on here? I can't get a lock.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Ghost 1, just wait. Commander. We got me.
Gun hostile.
Damn. Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Missile.
Gargoyle Squadron, this is Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron needs help. The hell are we supposed to do?
Status?
Verify the situation.
Lit up. Just
Bandits are fast as hell.
Column 2, missile, evade!
Evading!
Missile. Missile.
This is column 3, column 2's hit.
Missile.
Status report.
Missile. Missile.
Shit, Golem 2, do you copy?
This is Golem 2. Instruments still appear to be functioning okay.
Skeleton 3, break. Break. Missile. We lost another friendly.
Skeleton 3's lost.
Missile.
Just keep coming. What's the plan?
Missile.
Where's that report?
Continue to maintain air superiority.
HQ, what's happening?
Skykeeper, I repeat, maintain air superiority.
How'd that happen?
What the hell? Caution. All aircraft, stay alert.
Get out of there.
Breaking!
We missed. Control ground. I'm breaking up.
Skeleton 2 lost.
Shit, we got incoming.
Skeleton Squadron is down.
The
Too many
hell?
losses.
It's got a shield?
All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Brilliant observation. If they noticed earlier, more of us would have survived to hear it.
Save your chatter for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape.
We'll go, but Golem 2 is hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Golem 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Golem 2.
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to fill in for me. I'm back and
You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
Copy that. Returning home.
Enemy on my tail! That a boy, Mage 2. Just keep firing.
Mage 2, UAV down.
That's it, baby. Come to Poppy. I'm on this one's tail. I'm spiked. That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't show them any mercy.
Retreating aircraft. Leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, hang in there and come back safe. Mage Squadron, you're going toe-to-toe with the UAVs. Good work. Mage 2, missile launch.
Yowza!
More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
My status is fine. Affirmative.
Gargoyle 1, leading Operation Airspace with Golem 2.
Retreating aircrafts, prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Golem 2, engage now. Attack.
One advantage. SU-30.
Gargoyle 1, caution! Missile!
No.
Skykeeper. Gargoyle 1 lost.
Oh crap.
What the hell? Golem 2, status report. Just talk to me.
I'm against an SU-30. Large wingtips. I can't shake it off. It's matching me move for move.
Golem 2, stop dogfighting and run.
Mage 2, rocking.
This is getting a little tight.
Golem and Mage Squadron, help us!
Get those UAVs off of France. Going for the loner. H2 is splashed abandoned.
Let Golem and Mage Squadron handle it. They'll pull through.
Get your asses out. Targeting range of guns. Target down. Nicely done.
This is where we'll be lost.
An ally's hit. Golem and Mage, move in to provide support.
Let's move. They're ours.
Does Mage Squadron still have their hot shot?
Missile did
Just
not
might make
connect.
it out. Don't look back, just have faith. Golem and Mage, we owe you a debt. And we'll pay it.
Got one in my sights.
Mage 2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
Fourth-rate aircraft. We'll let you take it easy next time.
I'm dead meat. I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire? I'm scared. I'm scared.
This is not good. Brody, break off.
Mage 2, missile away.
A few seconds could mean life or death for them. Hurry up. I know. All we can do is fly away as fast as we can.
Don't think, focus.
Mage 2, provide cover for allied retreat.
Hell of a good job, Mage 2. We want as many guys out here as possible.
I'm grateful you're around.
Golem 2, what's your status? Status report.
He's a predator.
Golem 2, get a hold of yourself. Golem 2, get away from the enemy.
Mage 2, support! Somebody! Support!
Skykeeper. Where's
Damn
the
it,
one that
come
got
on.
brony?
I'm afraid he's long gone by now. Sorry.
Oh, come on. I lost.
All UAVs
I honestly
have
feel
been
like I could have
splashed.
saved them, or was that tied to the mission anyhow?
I said what I had to say. About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA. That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Maid Squadron,
Even the
withdraw.
mid got ammo now? Oh boy. That was something. For sure. What is that thing? What is that thing?
Page 2, we have you on radar. You are cleared for approach.
Maid Squadron.
Not sitting all the way through that.
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The aircraft carrier Kestrel II was sunk during the attack on Farbanti. Carrier-borne aircraft mistakenly bombed urban areas, and this has turned public opinion in neutral countries against us.
Oh god.
Our own forces also suffered heavy losses. If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters, many of us wouldn't have made it home. The situation is grim. We have precious little time, however. We have to get to the space elevator.
Next mission.
Here he comes. Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many G's he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here.
Oof.
We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing a stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Aruja's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Aruja lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? Because someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come.
Oh, savage.
Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Erusian princess rallying her people on the Erusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osia, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osia was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osia down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Erusia, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
Rescue. Only 4 missions in before we need to do a rescue mission. Oh boy. I have no idea how long this game is, by the way. No idea at all. We will see.
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome. However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osia's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after.
Assuming that's me.
A number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator. However, our reconnaissance suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatapura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission. The lone pilot will head up this strategy as you, Trigger.
This is gonna be fun.
After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
Oh boy. Here we go. Aircraft tree. Still a single back engine. I'll take that. Joint hydration rod, air-to-air lock on missile. Long air-to-surface missile. Air-to-ship missile. Alright. Start mission. Can I do both? Oh, cool. Oh, I can do a bunch. That's awesome.
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
New design doesn't seem too intuitive yet, but it's cool.
Entering operation area. Imposing radio silence.
Oh, there's some nasty clouds.
We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. H2, the enemy detected your movement. Abort mission.
Immediately fires gun. Weapons are forbidden. Immediately fires my gun. Alright, let's go.
If you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you.
Oh shit.
Good luck. Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
I think the concept. I think the concept of Cortana, what the hell? I think this concept of the clouds is actually really cool. Well, and that's some beautiful rain. Although I am way too close to the ground. Oh, and on the screen, I love that. Okay, I see how I'm getting there. Okay, this ain't too bad.
Entering clouds.
Let's try to stay out of the clouds for now.
Trigger, you're a third of the way to the rendezvous point. Good job, but stay focused.
This music is so damn good.
Situation normal. Not unsided.
Okay then. I think I can move a bit faster now. Holy shit, you can go a lot faster now than you used to be able to. I shaking so much?
Trigger, you got two directions you can take up here. Just go with your gut. Don't worry, we're watching over you.
Two directions. I'm going over here. I'm going straight away. Unless I can fit through there. Oh, that might be worth trying. I can do it. It's not too narrow. Well, it is, but I am narrow too.
You're making good progress, Trigger. You're currently halfway to your rendezvous point.
Halfway?
Look, I'm not gonna lie, it's just gonna be you and your radar out there. Just know, you got a bunch of people pulling for you.
The wind's blowing me around or something.
You're 3/4 of the way. Been a long fight, but you're nearly home. Harling is still the president in my eyes. He ended the war, built the space elevator, and launched a spaceship from it. Despite his success, he remained a humble hero. I'll do my best to save him. Lend me a hand, Trigger.
This is some bad wind. That's the space elevator.
Rendezvous point dead ahead. Hang in there.
I don't think I want to try squeezing through that one.
Do we have bandits? Tell me the situation. No problem. Stay alert.
I can up my speed a little bit. Whew. Those buildings look so cool.
Caution. Pull up.
They've gotten so much better. Honestly, really impressive.
What's happening? Give us orders. Increasing alert. Watching radar.
We're in the clear.
Trigger, the first stage of the mission is clear. Don't celebrate yet. The real fight's about to get started.
Oh boy.
Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly. Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone.
Oh, they're all CMs. I should have brought some bombs, you know?
Missile. Missile.
Locked.
Missile.
Missile closing. Evade.
Oh, that was spectacular. Oh, ow. That looked painful.
Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary craft will be arriving shortly. Destroy the anti-air around the space elevator.
Missile.
We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone.
Missile. Missile. Caution. Missile.
Page 2, target destroyed.
Missile.
sides are down.
They are?
Missile.
Trigger, sorry about the wait. Cavalry's here. Call them squadron. Trigger jumped through the fire. Now it's our turn. Understood.
Gargoyle Squadron, stay focused. You all know your job.
All aircraft, eliminate the enemy before they can respond.
Ow.
All
Ow.
SAM sides down. There are still AA guns. Destroy them and secure the LZ. Sea Goblin will arrive shortly. Eliminate hostile anti-air before them. Half of the anti-air guns down.
This is Sea Goblin. We arrived. Do we have a clear LZ?
Mission still in progress. Stand by.
Woo! Fly through here, don't mind me.
Land until anti-air weapons are down. Destroy them.
You know, just don't mind me.
Target down. Nicely done.
Target destroyed.
All anti-air guns destroyed. The landing zone is secure. Sea Goblin, you are clear to land.
Roger. Running point sight. We're almost there.
Multiple
That
bandits
is
over
beautiful.
Samacow Harbor. They're container-launched UAVs.
Seeing them from here. Going up to meet up to UAVs.
Rescue craft tagged on. Initiate.
Rescue craft on the ground is defenseless. Golem and Mage, destroy all hostiles.
It's been a long journey, but you're on the home stretch.
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
Sea Goblin, heading over to the Express's location now. Run for the container!
Here we go.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Bandit is in my sights.
We're fighting against machines. Ambush! Fire from the far shore! They're targeting us! Get behind the chopper!
Oh no. President, please don't get
approaching
shot
the
today.
space elevator. Stop them.
Return fire! Sierra 2, hold position! We're cut off!
Yeah, those two destroyed the target.
Taking fire! We're pinned down! Shoot back! Express identified! Behind the gantry crane! Mr. Harlan, stay right there! Jacob's been hit! Incoming rocket!
Sea Goblin, all survivors, respond. Is Mr. Harling alive?
They got the chopper and Sierra too! That was thermobaric! We'll pass out some exhaustion before the enemy wears out.
Eliminate all enemy UAVs. Don't let up.
Shit! Rocket!
Damn. UAV confirmed down.
This is Colonel Johnson. Do you copy? I am with President Harling. Rescue unit down, along with the soldier who had this radio. I'll get Mr. Harling out of here.
Sir, we feel the same way. We'll figure something out. That's about half. Mop up the rest.
We found an Norwegian transport craft. Its engines are on.
I heard you were in the Air Force, Colonel. Can you fly?
Better than Mr. Harling.
It'll do. 3 remaining. All squadrons be advised. The call sign is Mother Goose 1. I've sent the information via the data link.
Mine too. Mother Goose 1? That's the best you can come up with?
splashed. All aircraft, former President Harling's transport is ready to take off. Mother Goose 1, take off. Let's wait till we're home safe. Mage Squadron, Mother Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
Skykeeper, bogey's on my radar. Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element.
Wilco, forming up.
Oh, that's a, oh my gosh, that's a lot.
Roger. Send UAVs at the transport.
Holy crap.
Orders are to fire warnings. Yes, sir. He's an old-timer. Has no clue how UAVs are used. Locked.
Target lock.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you. But this isn't exactly a fight.
Trigger, enemy UAV down. Nice work. Keep it up.
Understood. An Arsenal Bird is on its way. Strategic action over justice. Courses have already changed.
Gargoyle 3 to Babel. Babel, roger.
Oh, here we go. There's like birds flying around in them. That
Skykeeper, what the hell was that?
Gargoyle did their job.
Figured, but why weren't we informed? The IUN can't trigger between branches as usual.
Gargoyle Squadron, report. HQ, one hit was stored. The rest were intercepted by UAV. The elevator's windbreak took a scratch. Nothing more. Roger. Continue to maintain air superiority.
Mother Goose 1 hit. Mother Goose 1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson, respond. Mage Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
Don't worry about that. Just send help this way. I'm sorry. Get Mr. Harling. Please.
Mother Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course.
Lock acquired.
Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond. Mr. Harling, please respond.
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take him down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining. Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace. Mother Goose 1, Mr. Harlan, are you piloting that plane?
Arsenal Bird Liberty, passing waypoint 2.
The UAVs are continuing their attack.
They're obsessed with that transport.
UAVs launched from Arsenal Bird Liberty, headed toward the AO.
Mage, destroy those UAVs and keep Mother Goose 1 safe.
I'm honestly kind of worried.
Mage 2, clear out the bogies near Mother Goose 1. Protect Mother Goose 1. Destroy those UAVs. We've run out of time. Return to base. The mission has failed.
Oh shit.
Skykeeper, what the hell was that?
Gargoyle did their job.
I figured, but why weren't we informed? The IUN can't coordinate between branches as usual.
Gargoyle Squadron, report. HQ, one hit was scored. The rest were intercepted by UAVs. The elevator's windbreak took a scratch. Nothing more.
Roger. Continue to maintain air superiority.
Fox 2.
Mother
Goose 1 hit. Kill Mage 2.
Mother Goose 1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson,
did you see that?
Mage Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
Don't worry about that. Just send out this way. I'm sorry. Get Mr. Harling. Please.
Mother Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course. Mage 2, locked. Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond! Mr. Harling, please respond!
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you.
What?
The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take them down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining. Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace. Mother Goose 1, Mr. Harlan, are you piloting that plane?
Arsenal Bird Liberty, passing waypoint 2.
The UAVs are continuing their attack.
They're obsessed with that transport.
UAVs launched from Arsenal Bird Liberty, headed toward the AO.
Is the former president still alive?
Mage, destroy those UAVs and keep Mother Goose 1 safe.
Oh my god, that was my first bit of lag.
Mage
Oh,
2,
this game is
clear
so
out the
beautiful.
bogies near Mother Goose 1. Protect Mother Goose 1. Destroy those UAVs.
Time's up
We're
again.
out of time. All units abort the operation.
I don't have time to destroy them all. What the hell? Oh no.
Skykeeper, what the hell was that?
Gargoyle did their job.
I figured, but why weren't we informed? The IUN can't coordinate between branches as usual.
Gargoyle Squadron, report.
HQ, one hit was scored. The rest were intercepted by UAVs. The elevator's windbreak took a scratch. Nothing more.
Roger. Continue to maintain air superiority.
Mother Goose 1 hit!
Mother Goose 1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson, respond. Mage Squadron, assess the situation.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1 in my sight. Cabin's fine, but the cockpit's not looking so good.
Colonel Johnson, are you okay?
Don't worry about that. Just send help this way. I'm sorry. Get Mr. Harling. Please.
Mother Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course. Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
They're flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond! Mr. Harling, please respond!
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go, Trigger.
Take them down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining. Mage 2, locked. Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace. Mother Goose 1, Mr. Harling, are you piloting that plane?
Arsenal Bird Liberty, passing waypoint 2.
The UAVs are continuing their attack.
My apologies, this is kind of impossible.
UAVs launching from Arsenal Bird Liberty, heading toward the AO.
Is the former president still alive?
Mage, destroy those UAVs and keep Mother Goose 1 safe. Mage 2, clear out the bogies near Mother Goose 1.
Mate 2! Mate 2!
Oh my god, Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
Where'd the missile come from?
Mage 2 fired that.
It was Ocean. A friendly missile hit him.
What?
Verifying the situation. Stop speculating.
Friendly fire. I saw it.
Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived.
Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. The Rusian bastards, they just killed a hero.
Mage 1. Was it Trigger? Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye in the hatchling. It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal Bird is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately.
Oh shit. God damn it. That was not a fun time. At all.
Trigger, you can't fly for a while. You understand?
What? Oh man. Outlaw.
The operation to rescue former President Harling has failed. Sadly, there is no hope he survived. Trigger, you are suspected of assassinating the former president. There will be an inquiry.
Oh boy.
There will most probably be a court-martial.
Oh no. Oh man. Oh no. This ain't gonna go well. Oh man, I am fucked. Oh shit. They're skins, oh god. Actually, I think the original Ace Combat had skins too. I mean, not the original, I mean Ace Combat 04 had skins. Oh shit, here we go.
Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base. With all the fake planes and trucks we had out, it must have looked to them like the Ocean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Osea didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers. No biggie. While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then, some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes. But in the end, it was all just for show. So, up they went, day after day after day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here.
Oh, that's me.
My dad died flying for the Ocean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero. But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had to cover the rear guard's retreat. That was my dad's job, and one time, he called it off. Said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, my dad volunteered to be in the rear guard. Dumbass.
Oh god.
He died all right. No one came to help. The news nearly broke me. Of all the ways to get killed, that's gotta be the most pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going around about another inmate. A guy they brought here a little while ago. Get this, Talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling, the president of Osea during the last war, remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that suicide mission.
Harling?
He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa, and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit. It reeks.
Mission 05444.
Alright guys, I'll let you in on some juicy info. The new guy was found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial. He is the murderer of Harling in the flesh. His tack name's Trigger. Now, as of today, he may be attached to the Ocean Air Force Base 444th Squadron. But that is just some symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes. A few of you in the penal unit know how to fly, and HQ needs to plug the deficit in our Air Force. So they proposed sending you guys on a reconnaissance mission to the Waiapolo Mountains. But that idea was flat out rejected. Nope, you'll be atoning for your crimes right here at this base. This base is a decoy designed to draw enemy fire. And as members of this base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack.
Incoming!
Switch off that alarm. It's just the usual. I thought Zapland was supposed to be an isolated area. Okay, I'm gonna need a few aircraft to scramble.
Again?
Wonder how many we'll lose today. Better than solitary.
Enemy aircraft detected over the dummy runway.
We just need to make it look like we can put up a fight. Some of those piles of junk can at least take off. Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer. We don't expect you to down any bombers. But what we do want is to make them think that we've got an active base here.
Where's your name? High card. I guess I'm curious why I still have access to these planes. But I won't question it. Anyway, I'm gonna wipe the floor with all these guys.
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now.
Four.
Follow orders, Trigger. Taxi to the runway now. Check your altimeter and wait in front of the runway.
Control, would you kindly send me up first?
Spare 8, Champ, this is the control tower. You're not cleared for takeoff. Obey orders.
Go to hell.
All aircraft preparing for takeoff. Watch out for Spare 8. He's forcing a takeoff.
I'll take up command. Any objections? That'll get decided in the skies. Touche.
Trigger, your call sign is Spare 15.
Bullshit.
Consider it your prisoner number for the air.
The 3 strikes.
Commencing deception and interception. Spare 15, the runway's free. You have permission to take off. Go now.
So this still is a thing.
My blood's boiling! Toss the chump in solitary once he gets back. Sparing, when you land, your ass is grass. Spare 15, takeoff confirmed. Altitude restriction lifted. Go.
So, no missiles again. The FCS is locked.
What?
Damn, you're good. Let's make this more interesting. Prisoners use nothing without supervision. Not even a pencil. Here comes Harling's murderer. He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eyes. Always in the know, aren't you? In this war, intel is a life or death matter. Settle down. Excited to have another murderer with you? Yeah! This is Bandog. Spare 15, I'm handling surveillance. The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back for another round. I know it's just a dummy runway. Trigger just crashed!
Damn. It's kind of curious how that would go down.
So, no missiles again. The FCS is locked. Damn, you're good. Let's make this more interesting. Prisoners use nothing without supervision. Not even a pencil. Here comes Harling's murderer. He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eyes. Always in the know, aren't you? In this war, intel is a life or death matter. Settle down. Excited to have another murderer with you? Yeah! This is Bandog. Spare 15, I'm handling surveillance. The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back for another round. I know it's just a dummy runway. You guys just need to make a lot of noise. Make them think there's fighters at the base. Anyone got a smoke? I'll owe you one. If any of you die, just think of it as you atoning for your crimes.
Much appreciated.
One more thing. Any aircraft leaving the operation area will be shot down. You hear me? Righto.
23, this is School 1. Numbers we can handle. Proceed with us. School Squadron, get into formation.
Damn, I'm targeted.
Honestly, this pisses me off more than it scares me.
There's the juicy target.
Look at them. Blowing up a bunch of paper planes.
The enemy seems to think our Air Force is concentrated on this base. Everything on the ground is fake. Can't the enemy see that? Means they're that convincing.
Shit! The enemy just hit the control tower!
Hey, what's with all the shaking?
There's smoke!
Wait, that's Colonel McKinley?
Not let the enemy get
Oh,
closer.
McKinsey. Ah, McKinsey. That was a Colonel McKinley.
Shall I order them to shoot down all?
My name.
Commander McKinsey? Damn it! Spare squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
Yes.
And after we make the odds, wanna bet which one of us gets the first kill trigger starts? This is the first. If counts going forward, I decide when you die. All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna dance to your line tune? I'll show you all how it's done.
Attacking from behind my target.
Spare 15, bandit splashed.
Trigger? Well, you are Harling's murderer. A monkey can do this work. Anyone up for some poker tonight? I can dodge this!
Careful on the clouds. Radar doesn't work as well up there. We're losing escorts. Hurry it up. Finish the job and let's get out. No, we're in front of us still. We're cut off. We can't break away. We can't break it. We lost all of them. Where the hell are we out here? Breaking.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Box 2. Behind target. Attacking. All aircraft act at your own discretion. Bandit acquired.
Sorry, I got lucky.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Hide and seek, you're on.
On to stand its ass.
Fox 2.
Missile. Missile.
Focus on destroying the target.
Missile.
This is decent. What he's famous for. I wouldn't go that far. Target's that slow on a challenge. Don't let it go to your head, murderer.
Missile.
Multiple bandits inbound.
Alright.
They got bombers and support.
All aircraft follow me. You two, murderer. Gee, how
No,
many thinks he's
I'm on my
squadron
own.
leader?
Screw you.
We've had down. I'm surrounded.
Wow, look at Trigger go. Lucky shot.
Lucky shot my ass.
Don't get shut down now.
Missile.
I got good money riding on your survival.
Missile.
Some guys have got big money riding on you going down, so watch your back.
Spare 7, shut up.
Missile.
You don't need to yap to pull the trigger.
You're mine.
Missile.
Spike breaking away. Quit hiding. Returning fire is expected.
Trigger again.
On fire. We're going down.
Don't get excited. It's beginner's luck.
Can't maintain altitude. Bailing out.
This is a pretty nice ride. Instrument service pretty good. Can't believe these scenes used to be scrapped. Just what kind of magic does she have up her sleeves anyway? I don't know what her problem is. Acting like she's royalty or something. That's because she's the scrap queen. Queen? More like a bad-tempered tomboy. Get on their ass if you want to score.
I am on their ass.
The targets are still active. Keep up the attack.
What the hell are you doing?
Are you... Wilco, Madam McKenzie, please maintain silence for a moment.
Missile.
Trigger got most of them. Maybe even all of them. That was dumb luck, tabloid.
Spare 15, don't take all the fun away from your comrades. 3 targets remaining.
Missile.
Spare 15, what the hell are you doing? Attack!
My spare 15?
We're too heavy to maneuver. I can't get away.
Missile. 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 Missile.
They took a bite out of me. Breaking.
Missile.
I'm spiked. I'll shake him.
Missile.
Too far, Dunce. Get closer.
Missile. 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 Missile.
I got hit, but it's no big deal.
Missile.
2 targets remaining.
Why so big a squadron of convicts? Gotta be some kind of reason. The papier-mâché strategy at the base seems to be doing the trick. Because every man and his dog has an idea how to end the war.
Missile. Missile.
Bandit in my sight. Locked on. We lost the friendly. Pin right unlocked. Begin the attack. Move!
Oh yeah! Let's do this.
Sparing, watch your mouth.
Missile.
Drop your payload and maintain balance. You can bail out after that. Attack missed.
All targets confirmed eliminated.
Hell yeah! Still alive, Harling's murderer? Then dinner's on me tonight.
Cut the chatter, Spare Squadron. Mission complete. RTB. Trigger's still with us. Must have the devil in his corner. Spare 7, what happens if the one you've bet on dies while landing?
Then you win. So what, you're not done?
Just checking.
Spare 15, this is the control tower. Make your landing check. We don't want a wreck blocking the runway. Spare 15, you have permission to land. Wind conditions are calm. 2 miles to go. Too fast. Lower your airspeed. Bank left. Lower your nose. You're too high. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing.
Okay.
Right. Stand by for your next sortie.
That was fun.
I lost a lot of money for that trigger. Don't forget.
Spare 15, the
Sorry
runway's
to
free.
please.
You have permission to take off. Go now.
Sorry to please. Oh man. Woo.
Did I say you could take down the enemy?
Yes.
Throw anyone who disobeys into solitary.
I believe you said weapons free. You got one or more new nicknames. Next mission.
Mihai's granddaughters like to keep to themselves mostly. They were well behaved and possessed a sort of quiet elegance. From time to time, I'd catch myself looking at them, wondering what they were talking about. I'm sure everyone on the base did the same. They were such enthralling creatures. Every night, a crowd would gather around Mihai. They were the men tasked with guarding him in the air. Their jackets all bore the same patch, a relic from a nation that was long gone. Decades ago, during the Age of Expansion, the Kingdom of Erusia absorbed many countries. Theirs was one of them. Mihai asked them,
"Yet what is a nation? Can we actually see the physical lines that divide one from another?"
People of my generation can no longer speak the language of our homeland. My grandparents always look sad when they see I have no idea what they're saying to me.
Mihai didn't say a word after that. His scarred face betrayed no emotion. He didn't get those scars from flying, though. Mihai was originally from Shalaji.
Shalaji.
His real name is Mihai Dumitru Margarita Corneliu Leopold Blanca Carol Aeon Ignatius Raphael Maria Nikitas
A. Long name.
Shalaji. When he was young, he was the heir to the Grand Duchy of Shalaji. Then, revolution broke out among his people. Mihai was betrayed by a close friend who pointed a gun at his face and pulled the trigger. The revolution was successful, but the new country that sprang from it was annexed by the expanding Kingdom of Erusia. The Erusian royal family allowed Mihai's family to retain their title and noble standing in the new kingdom. But Mihai surprised them all by signing up for the draft like an ordinary Erusian citizen. He was then accepted into the Air Force Academy by order of the king. Mihai soon became an ace pilot. When the royal family was ousted and Erusia became a republic, he continued his service for the new regime. Test sites soon flourished. One day, a classmate of Mihai's granddaughter visited. I noticed the rose emblem. She laughed like a princess, and I found out later she was indeed the daughter of Erusia's new ruler. She was the connection to the royal bloodline everyone was looking for, the one to restore the monarchy. This new princess was truly a godsend for the Erusian people. If Mihai's granddaughters were like the moon, she was like the sun, around which everything seemed to orbit. Her face was so expressive. It's no wonder the people of this war-torn country instantly felt at ease when they saw her speeches. They started singing. The pilots of the support planes smiled, even though they wished their nation were independent from hers. Angelic. I wonder how Mihai felt about all of this. It was my job to research his neurological data after all. I wish I could figure him out. Whatever his feelings were about losing his homeland, he kept hidden, even from me.
Mission 06, long day. Yeah, it has been a long day. This might be my last thing for tonight, because holy crap. It's late it is. What time is that it is? 4 a.m.
Your mission is to atone for your crimes by attracting the enemy's attention. First, I want you to head from the base to the desert region of Roca-Roja to the northwest. And then second, you will attack the large Erusian base there. We've been unable to verify that base's ability to deal with fighters. You will attack and provoke the enemy into revealing their AA strategy. Get them to fire at you as much as you can. That way, we can confirm where they're firing from. Then it's a case of sending in a regular force to clean them out. For this mission, we prepared a frontline base that can be used for ammo replenishment and aircraft repairs. However, this is not for you guys. Only the regular force has permission to use it. Even if you run out of ammo, don't forget that you're just decoys. You stay out there as targets for the enemy.
Wow. Actually, I might end the stream here because I just realized how late it actually is. And yo boy is pretty fucking tired. Well then, everyone, and by everyone I mean no one for tuning in, because nobody has seemed to tune in, I don't really care, it's early in the morning anyway. But, see everyone who watches this in the future. I gotta turn on my mouse. And I gotta alt-tab a bit, and goodbye.